Hello, hello! Welcome back to my channel. I'm Ruby, this is Ruby Red, and today I'm letting another friend curate a vlog for me. So if you've never seen this series before, I ask one of my friends, one of my booktube besties, to select for me a book to read, an activity to do, and also some sort of drink or snack to enjoy, and then we do them all in this vlog. So I have asked my friend Adriana to curate this vlog for me. If you don't know Adriana, she has a fantastic channel. She reads a lot of Greek mythology. First of all, Greek myth retellings are her absolute wheelhouse. So if you're looking for recommendations for anything along those lines, definitely check her out. But she reads pretty much every other genre as far as I can tell also. And I find her reviews to be really insightful and her wrap-ups to always have really fun graphs and stats and stuff. So check her out. Thank you so much for doing this, Adriana. Now, she has sent me a video and we're going to watch it together.
Hello, Ruby. I am so excited to be recommending some stuff for you to try out in this vlog. I think it's going to be a really fun time. I hope you really love all of my recommendations, and I'm excited to hear your thoughts, honestly, is most of what this is. So firstly, we will start with the book, and that is Gold Diggers by Sinjena Sathian. I loved this book. It is so clever and witty and just really, really fun. It is a somewhat multi-generational story. We get a little bit of older generation. It mostly follows these two young kids, Neil and Anita, as they're growing up in Atlanta suburbs in like the early aughts. They are in this kind of community of a lot of immigrants, and they themselves are Indian American, and so kind of their struggles with being first generation Americans, especially down in the South. And then there's also an added magical realism element of this potion that uses the gold of other people to steal their ambition. And like that just adds such a cool element of exploring expectation, especially as like a first generation American. And we kind of then time jump to later on after they are adults and how this potion has affected them and their lives. And there's also a little bit of like a little heisty situation, which is very fun. Again, so excited to hear your thoughts on this book. I think it is so fun and so smart, and I don't hear it talked about very often on BookTube, so I would love to hear another book reviewer's thoughts. So with that, the activity I am recommending you pair with this book is a little something called a Metal Earth 3D modeling kit. So originally my thought was I would send you like Lego or something just because I am a known Lego fanatic, but this just fit a little bit better. It's obviously got that perfect gold color as far as gold being a big theme in this book, and then also being the Golden Gate Bridge later on in the book. Berkeley, the Bay Area, plays a part in the setting. So that just seemed to work out perfectly. These little kits are a lot of fun. I will suggest that you get like a little pair of like tin snips to like help get the laser cut metal out of its little sheet, and some tweezers to help bend the little tabs together. But other than that, these are super fun, and I think it makes a nice little display thing to have and looks really cute. The next part of this, your beverage that you will be partaking in, I will now move to the kitchen so I can show you how to make it. Not that I really need to show you. It's not hard. Okay, so for your beverage, you will be making a lemon spritz because an Aperol spritz, the lemon spritz's cousin, I guess you could say, is one of my absolutely favorite alcoholic beverages. But in this book, they use lemons in their little potion, so the lemon spritz seemed to fit the book theme just a little bit better. So for this drink, you need 3 ingredients. You need a Prosecco of your choice, a limoncello, if you have a choice. This was the only limoncello available to me at my liquor store. And then sparkling water. Spritzes are typically made in a wine glass. Mine has flamingos on it. It says flocking ridiculous. If you don't have a wine glass with flamingos on it, just a regular one will work fine. So just fill up the cup with ice. And then typically in my Aperol spritzes, I do a 1-to-1 ratio of Prosecco to Aperol. But everything I'm finding for this lemon spritz is like 3 parts champagne or Prosecco, 2 parts limoncello, and 1 part sparkling water. So let's pop open this champagne. Little more champagne. And then I think you're probably supposed to garnish with like a wheel of lemon, but for like actually using my whole lemon's sake, I'm gonna go for a wedge. And stir it up a little bit. All right, cheers. Don't think I enjoyed as much as the Aperol Spritz, but it's still pretty good. So I hope you love it.
Okay, I'm so excited. Adriana, you killed this. So I received this in the mail kind of a while ago. And inside of it, I think, is the little, this. Yes. Oh my God, my little Golden Gate Bridge. I can't wait to make it. Connor can't wait for me to make it. Frankly, Connor can't wait to make this. We're gonna have to fight over it. And I know that my library has that book, and I've actually had it saved in a list because it's one of Adriana's like options for the like friends favorites project that I've been doing. So I read most of my friends favorites in December, and I have Adriana's and Martine's left, and I think that this book is one of Adriana's. It's not the one I was like most excited about, which was Eve, but it was, I think, the one I was the second most excited about. And after hearing her pitch it, I'm also even more excited. So I'm gonna get that book. I have the little thingy, and now I have a perfect excuse to buy a bottle of limoncello, which I love. So I will check back in with you once we've got the book and we're ready to get things rolling. And this is such a perfect like summery drink, so can't wait to enjoy. Okay. Hi. I'm back and I've got the book. Listen, I can't even tell you. I don't have to tell you, but I'm gonna tell you how long I've been waiting to read this book. I borrowed this book literal months ago, and then I wasn't gonna be able to finish this vlog before Wonderthon, basically, so that's when I returned it, and then I put another hold on it and I got another copy finally. So it's fine, we're here now. I'm so excited to start my little craft, and I have everything necessary for the drink. So I have started this. I've read 60 or so pages of this, and I totally forget what it's about. I know Adriana pitched it, I'm sure, when she introed us to this video. Also, is the sun doing something to the camera right now? I'm sorry. But I totally don't remember what it's about, except that I think that it's about like the Indian American experience, like in general, or not in general. I like the way that it's written. Our main character so far seems to be this like teenager in like the 2010s, the aughts maybe, because he's got IM and everything, and he's kind of like not super smart, not smart enough for like his parents. His sister is like very cool and beautiful, and he's just kind of like meh, like he's like a little bit of a loser in his social circles. But something weird is up with one of his friends. And I have no idea what's up with her, but yeah, good start to the book, and I can't wait to make the drink. I'm feeling a little bit under the weather today and for the last couple of days, but hopefully within the next couple of days I won't feel sick anymore, because I don't want to drink when I'm sick, but I also don't want to open a bottle of something bubbly when like I can only have a taste of it. Like, it would be fine for me to just make one for Connor and I could still taste the drink, but then I'll have opened the bottle, you know, of what is in this case going to be the last bottle of our wedding champagne. We had a bottle left over from our wedding, so I'm gonna get back to reading. I will have more cohesive thoughts when I have them and when I'm ready to start building my little craft. I'm so excited. Without my mic again, sorry. And I'm pretty sure that the lighting is just like so orange from my orange umbrella, but I'm enjoying my book and this gold drink, which is not the drink that I'm gonna make for this at the request of Adriana. It's just that it's gold and there's a lot of gold lemon drinks in this book. I totally see how the cocktail that I'm gonna make later fits the theme because like it's perfect. I'm really enjoying the book. I'm more than halfway done. Okay, yeah, this book is so readable. It's so like the writing just moves. I'm just like I'm in it and I want to keep reading it. There is like a little bit of like a magical realism element to it, and also I guess the main character Neil is a little bit older than me. Like the first part of the story takes place when he's in high school and I would have been in middle school at that time, just because it's just interesting to think about the methods of communication. Like I said, they're IMing, and then the part I'm reading right now is set in 2016, and again he's a little bit older than I was at that time, but just the discussions that are happening around like the political climate in the US at that time are just, it's a flashback. So the synopsis does say this book is multi-generational. I don't really know about that, but it does follow our guy Neil. Initially he's I think a sophomore in high school, and then later he's a graduate student. I don't know what the final form of the book is going to be, what the final form of Neil we're going to read in this book, but I do just like that we're getting to see him in different points of his life and being able to chart his progress, I guess. Like I like the arc of it all. So it's definitely very much a character driven story, and I'm really enjoying that. and I'm really enjoying my gold drink, even though it's not limoncello. It's actually, I'll tell you, it's half and half orange juice and coconut water. I saw someone make like a little drink with orange juice, coconut water, coconut milk, and lime, and I got the things to make that because I was like, that sounds fun, but it wasn't that good. But then I just was mixing the OJ and the coconut water, and I'm really digging it. So I'm drinking my gold drink, and I'm just gonna keep reading out here. But yeah, love this book. Oh, I love it. Okay, it's finally time to make my lemon spritz. I've got all of the goods here. I have a wine-shaped glass as instructed with some ice, and it has little asters on it. And I have some champagne, not Prosecco, but it's bubbly, right? So we're gonna make the drink. Okay, so 3 parts champagne. Oh, I haven't opened this limoncello yet. Shoot. Oh my god, it smells so good. Okay, and it's so yellow. Okay, 2 parts limoncello, and then the rest is sparkling water. So that's my drink. Cheers. I wish I had a lemon garnish. Oh no. Ooh. Okay, yeah, that's good. Maybe it's too much limoncello. It's very limoncello-y, which is good. Wow. Perfect, refreshing, little summer, sparkly, cold drink. Yay. Good idea, Adriana. This is delicious, and I'm going to enjoy it with the birds while I finish Gold Diggers. Okay, I'm reaching a point where I'm a little bit concerned that we're going to get to the end of this video and I won't have said anything about what this book is actually about. I'm just going to be saying it's so good, I like it so much, and the only information you're going to have about what this book is about is from the synopsis that Adriana gave us right at the beginning. So I'm going to try to explain what this book is about in the hopes that that could give you some information about whether or not you should read it, and you should. So the book is about Neil, and it's about what it's like for him growing up as one of 2 children born first generation American Indian, and how there are certain expectations that are placed often on first generation immigrant children, because it's like your parents sacrificed so much and they gave up so much to give you this chance at, you know, better opportunities, and you need to make the most of that. And Neil doesn't really feel like he's living up to their expectations, and this is just sort of a very common way to feel in his whole community, basically. And he's also got this friend Anita, who they were besties as little kids. They grew up together, being really close, and now when the book starts, we're in high school, and the author does such a good job of illustrating that, like, what happens to kids of opposite genders who were really good friends and then reach puberty, and like the social expectations change, and they just, like, everything is changing, and they're just not sure really like how to be friends anymore, or like how to act around each other and how to act in front of other people. Like, it's just like, it can become, for some people at least, like, maybe it doesn't happen to everyone, but I found a lot of the like awkwardness between them, these 2 people who know each other so well. It was very familiar to me, because it's not just that, like, I don't know, like, things are changing, you're both getting drawn into like very different friend groups of your own gender, but also then, like, we sort of get to see as each of them enters, like, whenever they're in like a crisis, like, it's still like they still reach out to each other, even though in the day-to-day maybe they don't really share that much and they don't really know how to hang out anymore. I just thought that that aspect of like growing up was a really neat little thing to have in this book. It's just really good. So Neil and Anita, they're really good friends, but they're sort of like drifting apart, and something's up with Anita. Neil is gonna get to the bottom of it, and he does get to the bottom of it, and he sort of finds out that Anita and her mom are sort of up to something that involves gold, theft of things, not necessarily of purely physical items. That's, I guess, what I'm gonna say about that. So he's having this weird relationship with his oldest friend. He has other friends, they're part of it too, and something's up with Anita, and Neil gets himself involved in that. But I'm just really enjoying the interplay of both this like idea of, you know, Neil, he's really into history. It's not that he's dumb, he's just not into STEM like his parents maybe want him to be. He's really interested in history, and particularly he's interested in the history of Indian Americans. Like, what does it mean to be Indian American? That's like a very strong theme throughout the book so far. And he is like kind of investigating like who were the first Indian immigrants to America, like how long have there been Indians in America, and what can that tell him and his peers about what, you know, it means to be Indian American. So there's a little bit of a story within a story as Neil is sort of digging into the past, and that's been, you know, a welcome addition in my opinion. And yeah, just like that external expectation, and how do you meet and deal with those expectations. There's also some dark stuff. There's some bullying, there is suicide involved in the story, and the way that the author navigates like serious topics like that but also the book is so fun, and it's, I don't know, it's smart, I guess. Like, it just, I think it's a good book to deal with heavy scary topics and also have fun and be a little bit funny. Yeah, and I love the friendship dynamics, the way that history is a part of the story. Yeah, I think maybe now that's good. So yeah, that's what this book is about. That's what the book has been about, and things are really picking up speed in the last few chapters, so I have to go deal with that, but I'll be back with some final thoughts, I guess. Hello, I finished the book. I finished Gold Diggers last night, and I raced through the end of it. Oh my gosh. There was a little bit of a heist element that sort of came into the game, and that was really fun. I love a heist, but I loved the journeys that we got to see for a variety of our characters in that book, and I think it gave me a lot to think about. I mean, there was a lot of stuff in there about ambition and greed, and also like just thematically the stuff surrounding alchemy and like what that means. I don't know. I really liked it. Okay, I'm not really sure if it's like a high 4 or a 5 rating wise at this exact moment. I kind of want to sit with it for a little bit, but I had such a good time reading it. What a good pick. I'm so glad to have read one of Adriana's favorite books from last year, and I love my little Golden Gate Bridge. It is so cute. It was such a perfect thing for this, and my only regret is that I made the whole thing like in one sitting with like horrible chipped nails. Sorry about that. And I really enjoyed making the cousin to the Aperol Spritz, the lemon spritz. I do think I'm agreeing with Adriana that I prefer an Aperol Spritz, but I really liked the lemon, and I'm glad to have some limoncello lying around. And can't wait to see what kind of stuff I get up to with that. Okay, I think the sun is going to be doing something weird to the camera again. I'm really sorry. So I'm gonna wrap this up and say thank you so much, Adriana, for curating this vlog for me. I hope you guys had fun. I hope that someone has been inspired to read Gold Diggers from this, because phenomenal book.